Hi, my name is Ariel Lees, and I'll be speaking about the lovable and gentle nature of the American Pitbull Terrier and why they are labeled vicious. Pitbulls often receive a negative reputation from the media and other sources because of the myth that that the dogs are bred to kill. I'm going to be informing the audience why attacks happen and the reasons behind it. These dogs are not vicious. It's the overbreeding, abuse, and fighting that this breed has suffered over the years. The total percentage of the pit bull dog abuse is 40% in the U.S. Dog abuse includes food deprivations, beating, forceful breeding, and dog fighting. Pit bulls are preferred for fighting because of their intelligence, strength, and their strong will to please. They have powerful jaws and thick skins and are very protective. Without a responsible owner, they can be dangerous. But not all pit bulls are. In the 1830s, pit bulls were used in England as babysitting dogs. They would protect the children and watch after them while the parents were away. Not all dogs that are intended to fight will fight. About 2/3 of the dogs are subjected to be bait dogs, which are mauled by the fighting dogs. The majority of them are killed in the fight or permanently injured, and can be rehabilitated with time and patience. But if they are sent to the shelters, bait and fighting dogs are euthanized without an opportunity to be helped or adopted out. In spite of the negative comments that are aimed towards them, according to the American Temperament Testing Society, they passed the temperament test with at least an 83.9. Labrador Retrievers scored an 83.2, followed by the Beagle, which scored a 78.2. Also, according to the ATT, Pits are ranked as one of 5 of the most stable dogs in the country. They are very patient around children and can live with harmony with other animals, and if raised appropriately. Personally, I have 3 wonderful dogs of my own. They can sense when I'm sad, and they're always happy to meet me at the door. They've never bit. They've never done anything to harm anybody. It's how I raised them. I treated them with respect and love. They can be bullheaded sometimes, but out of all the breed of dogs I've had, they are the most loving, sensitive, and caring breed. They understand how I feel and are eager to please me. It does take a strong, experienced dog owner to handle them responsibly. You need to be patient and understand them and treat them with love and respect. You also need a strong pack mentality. In conclusion to my speech, pit bulls are loving and intelligent creatures. You must be able to understand the breed as a whole and have a strong pack mentality. Any dog can be trained to be aggressive. All dog owners have a responsibility to train and care for their dogs. It doesn't matter what breed, we must all understand who the real monsters are. Does anybody have any questions?
How many breeds of pit bull are there?
That I know of, there are 5. Okay, you have the bully breed in a whole has boxers. They have American Staffordshire Terriers, the Pit Bull Terrier, and any like English Bulldog or Old English Bulldog. So that's 5 right there.
So are pit bulls commonly any other type of bulldog? They're all associated as a pit bull.
Yeah, pit bulls aren't actually labeled as a breed according to like the American, the American Breed Society or whatever it is. They are actually thrown in a group of mixed breeds, like it's a mixed breed dog.
What drives other people's impression? What gives pit bulls a bad rap? What source of media gives pit bulls a bad rap?
The news always focuses on like pit bulls attacking children, getting loose and attacking people near their yard. They're very territorial, and they will try to protect their families. So if like somebody tries to stick their hand over the fence and try to, smack at the dog, obviously it's going to bite you. You know, you can't do that with any dog, really. There was actually a newscast that aired an Alaskan Husky mauling a child to death because the child went into the yard and was screaming and yelling and everything. It freaked them out. You know, so it's not just pit bulls that attack people, it's other breeds too, and the media focuses on the pit bull because they're meant to fight, quote unquote, by people.
How many dogs do you have?
I have 3, Panda, Guru, and Luna.
And what are their temperaments?
Well, they all actually have their own personality. Panda is all calm and laid back. Guru is super excited and he'll lick you to death. And Luna's a little spastic. She's really hyper, but once she gets to know you, she calms down and she'll just lay in your lap and lick you and love you. And all of my dogs love everybody.
Would you trust them with your kids?
Yes, I would actually trust them as a babysitter more than just hiring a stranger into my home.
So you have 3 dogs. Do you experience any aggressive fighting amongst them?
No, not even like my dad has the sister to Panda, which they're pit bull boxer mixes, and like they just get along great. And my uncle actually up the hill has an Australian Shepherd, and they just all play together. And that's all 3 of my dogs.
No aggression towards any of the dogs.
No. And I actually rescued a pit bull from Ray County Animal Shelter. They were going to euthanize him. He was skinny. He was a bag of bones. You know, there was no meat on him. You could fit your fingers around his tailbone. And he was just the most gentle and sweet dog. And you could tell he was fought because he had scars up and down his arm. He never once nipped at my little brothers or sisters. He never nipped at me. He never nipped at my dogs.
If there's one statement that you want to make to the American public about pit bulls, if there was one message, one thing you could say to the American public about pit bulls, what would you say?
Stop treating them like crap. You need to treat them with love and respect. Just love your dogs. Stop the fighting. If you stop the fighting, then pit bulls aren't going to fight. They're just going to love. So does anybody else have any questions, any comments? Did I change anybody's mind?
Sure.
Yeah?